Hi everyone, welcome back to Cinema Recap. Today I'm going to explain the movie Puss in Boots released in 2011. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The film begins with a ginger cat describing himself as Puss in Boots, and it soon becomes clear that Puss in Boots is a wanted cat. We can see him flee from a cage in which he was enslaved. The guy was awakened by Puss in Boots' squeaky sounds, they both fought with swords, and Puss in Boots was able to flee the angry man. When he entered a local pub where the locals drank, they all laughed at him. He orders a lechtha. The bartender made fun of him for being in the midst of real men. An annoyed Puss in Boots then showing his wanted poster. He informs them that he was not here to make problems. He is only searching for a score. One of the locals then tells him about the psychopathic criminal couple Jack and Jill, who hold the magical beans he has long sought. Legend has it that the beans sprout in the mind of a giant all the way to the legendary castle where the golden goose exists with her valuable golden eggs. Only a death wish cat can rob them from Jack and Jill. The sequence then shifts to Jack and Jill, who are revealed to be furious criminals who were feared by the entire community due to their horrible looking. Puss in Boots arrive at their location. He is amazed to discover that the magical beans do exist after staring through the display. He notices another cat in mask attempting to steal the magical beans as well. He tries to persuade the cat out of it, but the burglar is adamant about robbing the magical beans. When the cat threatens to chomp him just when they're about to fight, Jack and Jill spot the cats and try to kill them, making the cat intruder to flee. The cat is then pursued by an enraged Puss in Boots. He pursues the cat inside, through a passage that leads to a group of stray cats. Puss in Boots hits his enemy with a guitar just as she strips away her mask and exposes herself to be a girl. Puss in Boots is taken aback and runs over to apologize to her. He went to look for her and comes across Humpty, a talking egg, his childhood friend. Puss in Boots is upset since he believes Humpty has cheated him. Humpty told him that he has sent Kitty Paws to him so that they can collaborate together to achieve their goal. He goes on to say that he has analyzed the entire operation and claims that without his support, he would not know where to plant the beans. The offer was declined by Puss in Boots. Kitty Paws then strive to speak with Puss. She convinces him that they can dominate the legendary castle and rob countless golden eggs if they work together. Puss still refuses to work with Humpty. Puss finally tells Kitty about his early days with Humpty and how he was cheated. Imelda, the orphanage carer, had raised him. During this time that he met Humpty. Once as they were lying on the ground and gazing at the clouds, Humpty detailed the golden goose and how one of her golden eggs could guarantee him a life of joy. He made the decision to recruit Puss as a member of the Bean Club, where they will pursue the goal of searching for the magic beans. But failed to find them. As the years went by, the search for the magic beans started to resemble a child's fantasy. Humpty confesses that he intends to go away with Puss. He gets agitated and throws a stone at a carriage, which free a bull. An elderly woman was nearly struck by the bull, but Puss stepped in time to save her. He then takes Mama Imelda's offer of a pair of boots and vows to make her proud as his future becomes more bright. One day when Humpty gets into problems, when Puss, who was unaware of the consequences of Humpty's actions, decides to help him. It turns out that Humpty stole from San Ricardo's bank by making Puss appear to be a partner in the crime. The citizens of the town felt that Puss was a cat of honor and dignity, and they became quite upset of him. When they were trying to flee, their carriage was involved in an accident, and they all fell off. Humpty, who could not move himself, begged Puss to help him, but he declined, leaving him in the care of the guards. A heartbreaking Puss then leaves town, his honor and dignity gone, with deep grief in his heart. Humpty approaches him, he apologizes to Puss for making a mistake and for everything that occurred between them. He also promises to assist him in regaining his lost pride and dignity in any way he can. Puss eventually agrees to help him, saying Humpty that he is only doing this for his mother. In the following scene, the trio then attempts to rob the beans from Jack and Jill. They got into their cart and went to get the magic beans. The brutal couple is drawn to noise. Puss and Kitty are successful in tying up Jack and Jill, allowing the two to flee with the magical beans. After stealing the magical beans, they travel to the desert in order to plant the seeds. After planting the magical seeds, a powerful tornado struck into the seeds. The three are carried directly above the skies by a massive vine that is growing quickly. The group is stunned when they see the magnificent castle. When the group arrived to the massive castle, they entered secretly to avoid being seen. After Humpty had arrived safely, when they found the golden goose's gosling, they made the decision to steal it. Using a bean leaf as a parachute, they were able to flee the castle. After doing so, they cut down their bean tower. When they dance together, Puss and Kitty's bond develops romantic. When Humpty sees this, he tries to stop Kitty from developing a good bond with Puss. When Puss is sleeping, Jack and Jill ambush the group. Puss is knocked out. The following day, when he awakes, Puss thinks that the evil couple kidnapped Humpty and Kitty. He chases Jack and Jill's wagon as it goes to San Ricardo. He remains wanted and is viewed as a criminal. He found Jack and Jill with Humpty, but he is shocked because they are having a party. There, Puss finds that Humpty planned the kidnapping. Puss questions Humpty on why he had to betray him for the second time, but Humpty responds that he only got revenge on Puss for leaving him when he needed him. He hasn't forgotten how he abandoned him to the town guards on the bridge. Humpty then directs the town guards to arrest and charge Puss for the bank heist at San Ricardo's. Imelda, his mother, begs him not to fight. Puss then agreed to surrender simply for his mother. Humpty presents the golden goose of legend to the people of the town. Puss meets an old man in his jail cell. The old man explains that Humpty robbed the magic beans from him years back when they shared a cell. He informs Puss that he did warn Humpty not to take the golden egg, but he was eager for vengeance, so he devised a terrible plan with his beans. He continues by telling him that the golden egg goose, a huge bird that will do anything to save her baby. Humpty is planning all of this so that the giant bird will wreck San Ricardo in order to take vengeance for his captivity and all of the bad treatment he endured from the locals. Kitty arrives just in time to free Puss from jail. She apologizes for telling him that she truly cares for him. The guards then show up, and Puss and Kitty attack them off. When he finds Humpty, he informs him that it was wrong for him to attack his home and even the orphanage that took him in. Puss persuades him to do the correct thing. He tries to convince him to revive him by supporting in the rescue of the city from the gigantic golden goose. When the giant goose shows up in town, she bashes the people while everyone escapes for safety. Using the gosling as a bait, Puss and Humpty successfully entice the great chaos away from San Ricardo. Kitty helps in the assistance of Puss from Jack and Jill, who try to steal the gosling during the run. The pursuit of the two groups take them to the edge of the town. Humpty and the golden goose gosling is thrown from a falling bridge, but they try to cling to a rope with Puss as their protector. Humpty informs Puss to rescue the gosling so that she does not end up destroying the town. When he realized Puss was struggling letting go, Humpty makes a sacrifice by letting go. The golden goose finally reconnects with her gosling, and she goes back to the giant's castle with Humpty's golden egg remains. Puss was applauded by his residents and hailed as a hero for his greatness. He reconnects with his mother, Imelda, who expresses her love and affection for Puss. Movie ends. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like, it really helps the channel. Thank you for watching.